Ladies and gentlemen, listen, let me tell you something. Opportunities don't wait for you. They don't sit around twiddling their thumbs, hoping that you'll decide to act. They're out there in the world, moving, and if you don't grab them, they'll be gone before you even realize it. The clock is ticking. Time waits for no one. You've got a decision to make right now. Are you going to let fear, doubt, or procrastination hold you back? Or are you going to rise, step up, and take action? You've got to be ready when that opportunity knocks. It doesn't matter if you're 16 or 60, opportunities will find you, but they'll only find you if you're prepared. This world doesn't stop because you're not ready. No, it moves forward, and you've got to move with it. Waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect time, that's a dream. The perfect time is now. You don't get to decide when the chance will come knocking. It could be today, or it could be tomorrow. But I promise you this, it won't wait for you. Let me tell you something else. Failure is not the enemy. It's the hesitation. It's the fear of what might go wrong. But you know what's worse than failure? Regret. Looking back and asking yourself, what if I had just tried? What if I had just taken that risk? You can't live a life like that. You've got one shot at this, and opportunities will slip right through your fingers if you don't take action. And I know it's scary. I know you're thinking, what if I fail? Well, you're going to fail. We all do. But let me tell you this, when you fail, you learn, you grow, you get stronger. And the next opportunity that comes, you'll be even more prepared. You think success comes to those who just wait? No, it comes to those who take action, who take risks, and who aren't afraid to fall down and get back up. Opportunities don't wait, but you can create them. If you're willing to work, to push, to stay hungry, then you'll find opportunities everywhere you go. You can't just sit around and hope it will happen. Make it happen. Whatever it takes, you go after it with everything you've got. So don't let opportunities pass you by. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let time slip away. You're stronger than you think. And if you believe in yourself, if you're prepared and ready to act, then there's nothing that can stand in your way. Opportunities don't wait for anyone. The world is moving at an incredible pace. And while you stand still, opportunities are passing you by. This isn't a story about luck or fate. It's about the choices you make in the moments that matter. Time, once it's gone, is never coming back. And that's the reality we all have to face. You might think you have all the time in the world to get things done, to make decisions, to pursue your goals. But the truth is, the clock doesn't stop ticking. It doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It doesn't pause so you can catch your breath. It just keeps going, and you either keep up or get left behind. Think about the moments in your life when an opportunity showed up right in front of you. Maybe you didn't notice it at the time, or maybe you hesitated. I'll do it tomorrow, you said. There's plenty of time, you told yourself. But what you didn't realize is that while you were waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect conditions, the opportunity was slipping away. It was slipping into someone else's hands, someone who wasn't afraid to take action, someone who saw the chance and went after it, even if they didn't feel ready. They didn't wait for the stars to align, they moved because they knew that the chance might not come again. And that's what makes the difference. It's so easy to get caught up in the idea that opportunities are infinite, that there will always be another one just around the corner. But that's simply not true. The truth is, opportunities are like trains. They come, they stop for a moment, and then they move on. If you don't get on that train when it stops, it's gone, and there might not be another one for a while. And even if another train comes along, it may not be the same. It might not even be close to the one that passed you by. So you have to be willing to take action now, in the moment. There is no time to wait. In life, time doesn't pause for you to catch up. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. If you're constantly waiting for things to fall into place, if you're waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. Perfection doesn't exist. There is no magical time when everything will be just right. Life is messy. It's unpredictable. And the only way to succeed is to act in spite of the uncertainty. Opportunities won't wait for you to feel comfortable. And if you wait for the stars to align, you'll miss your chance. Think about the moments in history when change happened, when success was made. Those moments didn't happen because someone was waiting for the perfect time. They happened because someone saw an opening, took a risk, and jumped in, even when the timing wasn't perfect. They didn't let fear control them. They didn't let doubt hold them back. They just went for it because they knew that if they didn't act, they might regret it for the rest of their lives. That's how success is made, not by waiting, not by wishing, but by acting, by making moves, by grabbing the opportunities that are right in front of you. Opportunities aren't just going to knock on your door when you're ready. You have to be out there putting in the work, doing the preparation, creating the environment where opportunities can find you. It's not enough to sit back and hope that something will happen. You have to make things happen. You have to be willing to take risks, even if they don't seem safe or secure. You have to move, even when you're unsure. Opportunities reward the brave, the bold, and the ready. They don't wait for you to be perfect, but they will pass you by if you're not paying attention. So don't waste time. Don't let your fears dictate your future. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it's not coming. If you want something, if you want to achieve something, you have to act now. You have to take that first step, even when it feels like you're walking into the unknown. Opportunities will not wait for you, and the clock is always ticking. You don't have time to second guess yourself, to sit around and wonder if you're making the right choice. The only thing you need to know is that you need to act right now. If you wait, you might never get another chance. But if you step up, if you take action, the world will open up for you in ways you never thought possible. When an opportunity comes your way, it's not always a matter of waiting for it to appear. The truth is, preparation and opportunity go hand in hand. You can't expect success to just fall into your lap. You've got to put in the work beforehand so that when the right moment arrives, you're ready to seize it. Success is not about waiting for the perfect opportunity to come your way, but about being prepared to recognize and take full advantage of the chances that are already available to you. Opportunities are not always easy to spot, and they're not always in the form that you might expect. They don't always show up with a neon sign saying, "Here I am, ready for you to take me." Instead, they often come disguised as challenges or obstacles, situations that demand action, resilience, and adaptability. If you're not prepared, if you haven't put in the effort to develop the skills, the mindset, or the discipline, then those opportunities can pass you by without you even noticing. But if you've been preparing by learning, by growing, by sharpening your abilities, then you'll recognize them when they show up, and you'll know exactly what to do with them. Preparation isn't just about knowledge, it's also about mindset. If you're not mentally ready to take on an opportunity, it doesn't matter how many skills you have. Success requires you to be willing to step into the unknown, to embrace discomfort, and to push beyond your limits. Opportunity rarely knocks when you're sitting in your comfort zone. Instead, it shows up when you've stretched yourself, when you've taken risks and dared to venture into new territory. If you've prepared your mind to be open, to think creatively, and to take on challenges with determination, then when the opportunity presents itself, you'll be able to step up and make the most of it. Think about the most successful people you know or the most admired leaders in history. Do you think they just stumbled into their success without any preparation? Absolutely not. They didn't sit around and wait for the perfect opportunity to fall into their lap. They spent years working behind the scenes, learning, improving, making mistakes, and refining their craft. And when the right opportunity finally came, they were more than ready for it. They had spent years getting ready for that one moment, that one chance to prove themselves. And when it came, they didn't hesitate, they took it. One of the keys to success is understanding that opportunities don't often come with a perfect set of instructions or a clear-cut path. They might look different than you expected, and they may force you to adapt quickly. If you haven't been preparing yourself to handle uncertainty, if you haven't been building your capacity to deal with new challenges, you'll find yourself unprepared when the opportunity comes. But if you've been consistently working on yourself, pushing your boundaries, and expanding your skills, you'll be ready to handle whatever comes your way. Preparation also means having the discipline to keep going when things get tough. Opportunities might not always come in the form you hope for, and they might not show up on your timeline. Sometimes they'll require you to stay patient, to keep working even when progress feels slow or invisible. But that's where preparation plays a critical role. When you're prepared, you have the confidence to keep going even when the road seems difficult. You trust in the work you've put in and the growth you've experienced, and you understand that everything you're doing is building towards the next step, the next opportunity. You can't afford to sit around waiting for the world to hand you your big break. It doesn't work like that. The world rewards those who are ready. If you're not prepared to meet the moment, you're going to miss out. You may think that opportunity is something that comes only to the lucky or the fortunate, but in reality, it comes to those who have worked for it, who have been putting in the effort day after day. Preparation is the foundation upon which opportunity is built. If you're willing to put in the time, to sacrifice comfort, and to stay consistent in your efforts, you'll find that opportunity is already within your reach. When preparation and opportunity meet, that's when magic happens. That's when you're able to step into the spotlight, take that chance, and make it yours. But without preparation, even the best opportunity won't lead to success. It might slip through your fingers, it might pass you by. And that's a risk you don't want to take. So start preparing now. Develop your skills. Cultivate your mindset. Stay focused and committed. When the opportunity comes, you'll be more than ready to take it. And when you do, you'll realize that all the preparation you've put in was worth it. Opportunities often come wrapped in a layer of risk. If you're going to achieve something great, you have to be willing to take chances, even when the outcome is uncertain. The truth is, most of the time, there's no roadmap to success. There's no guarantee that what you try will work out. But it's through those risks, through stepping into the unknown, that we grow and open ourselves up to the biggest opportunities. If you spend your life playing it safe, staying in your comfort zone, and avoiding risk, you're also avoiding growth and the chance to achieve greatness. Think about it, every successful person, every leader, every innovator took a risk at some point. They stepped out of their comfort zone and put themselves in a position where failure was a real possibility. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is their willingness to take that leap. They didn't know for sure that they would succeed, but they understood that the reward of success was worth the risk of failure. The opportunity wasn't just going to come to them, it required action, and action often requires risk. One of the biggest reasons people avoid taking risks is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of making the wrong choice. And while those fears are natural, they shouldn't control you. Everyone has doubts, everyone has insecurities. But those who succeed aren't those who don't feel fear, they're the ones who feel fear and do it anyway. They push through the uncertainty and take that first step, even when they don't know what lies ahead. They know that without risk, there is no reward. Without stepping into the unknown, there is no chance of discovering what's possible. Taking risks is a part of growing and evolving. Every time you take a risk, whether it works out or not, you learn something valuable. You learn about yourself, your limits, and your potential. You learn what works and what doesn't. You learn how to handle failure and how to bounce back. And over time, those small risks add up, giving you more confidence and wisdom to take bigger ones. Every step forward is a risk in itself, but it's a risk that builds momentum. It's a risk that pushes you closer to your goals. And here's the thing, the longer you wait to take that risk, the harder it becomes to act. The more you think about it, the more you build it up in your mind until it seems insurmountable. But action is the antidote to fear. The longer you delay, the more likely it is that the opportunity will slip away, or worse, you'll talk yourself out of it entirely. It's important to recognize that every opportunity is a chance to grow. And in order to grow, you must be willing to take that first step, even if you're not sure where it's going to lead. You don't need to have everything figured out, you just need the courage to act, even when it feels risky. Opportunities are often like that, hidden behind the discomfort of uncertainty. The fear of risk is what holds many people back, but in reality, that fear is often a sign that you're on the right path. It's a sign that you're about to do something that's going to push you to the next level, that's going to move you closer to your goals. So don't let fear stop you. Don't let hesitation or self-doubt hold you back from seizing the opportunity that's right in front of you. Instead, embrace the challenge. Take the risk. And remember that without risk, there is no possibility of success. The greatest opportunities in life are the ones that require you to step into the unknown, to take a chance on yourself and trust that, no matter the outcome, the journey itself will teach you something valuable. Opportunities don't discriminate based on age, experience, or background. No matter where you are in life, you're never too young or too old to take advantage of the chances that come your way. The world often operates under this misconception that you have to be in a certain place at a certain time to make a difference. But that's not true. Success doesn't follow a linear timeline. In fact, some of the most remarkable achievements in history have been made by people who were considered too young or too old to be successful by society's standards. Age is not a barrier to opportunity. Your willingness to embrace it is what truly matters. For the young, there's often a belief that success is something that only comes with experience. But young people have an incredible advantage. They have time. Time to experiment, to fail, to learn, and to grow. They might not have years of experience under their belts, but they have the energy and the curiosity to explore the unknown. They have fresh perspectives and new ideas that the world desperately needs. The biggest mistake that many young people make is thinking they have all the time in the world to start. They wait for the perfect moment to begin, not realizing that the best way to gain experience is by jumping in and learning as you go. When opportunity comes, it's not going to wait for you to feel ready. It's going to pass you by unless you step forward, even if you don't have everything figured out. Youth is not a time to wait. It's a time to act, to take chances, and to make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. On the flip side, as we get older, there's often a tendency to think that we've missed our shot, that we're past the age of taking risks or trying new things. We may think, I should have started sooner, or it's too late for me now. But let me tell you, that's a lie. Age is just a number. Some of the greatest success stories of our time are of people who didn't achieve greatness until later in life. Think of Colonel Sanders, who started KFC in his 60s, or Vera Wang, who entered the fashion industry at 40. Or even more recently, the story of a person like Martha Stewart, who built her empire in her 50s. These individuals didn't allow their age to hold them back from seizing opportunities. Instead, they understood that it's never too late to start something new, to take on a challenge, or to make an impact. The idea that age is a barrier is simply a limitation we impose on ourselves. Life is full of unexpected turns, and age doesn't define your potential. If you're still breathing, there's still time to take action. People often get caught up in the idea that success is something that follows a predictable path, that there are certain milestones you must hit at specific times in your life. But that's not how opportunity works. Life doesn't follow a formula. And it's not about waiting for the right time, it's about being willing to take the chance when it arrives, no matter where you are in life. In fact, experience and wisdom gained over the years can be just as valuable as youth and energy. Older individuals often have a wealth of knowledge, life skills, and a broader perspective that can help them navigate challenges and seize opportunities in a way that younger individuals might not be able to. Don't discount the power of your experience, no matter how old you are. What truly matters is not how old you are, but how willing you are to take action when opportunity knocks. Opportunity doesn't wait for you to feel ready, and it certainly doesn't wait for you to meet some arbitrary age requirement. It's there waiting for those who are brave enough to go after it, regardless of their age. So whether you're just starting out or you're looking for a fresh start later in life, don't wait for the right time or the perfect conditions. The time is now. The moment is here. The opportunity doesn't care about your age, and neither should you. What matters is your willingness to act, to learn, and to embrace the challenges that come with every new opportunity. Ultimately, life is about learning and growing at every stage. The opportunities you face will look different as you age, but that doesn't mean they're any less valuable or meaningful. Whether you're young and just starting out or older and wiser with years of experience behind you, there are always opportunities waiting to be discovered. What matters is not when they come, but how you respond. Age is never a reason to hold back. It's just another part of the journey. It's your passion, your drive, and your readiness to take action that will determine whether or not you seize those opportunities. So, no matter where you are in life, understand that it's never too late to start. Opportunities don't wait for you to be perfect. Perfection is an illusion, something that keeps many people from taking action when they should. If you wait for everything to be perfectly aligned, for all the stars to be in place, you may end up waiting forever. Perfection is an endless pursuit, and in the process, you might miss out on the very opportunity that could change your life. The key is not to wait for the perfect moment or the perfect conditions, but to act now with what you have and trust that the rest will fall into place as you move forward. Think about the most successful people in any field, whether it's business, art, science, or sports. Do you think they reached their level of success because everything was perfect when they started? No, they started with what they had and learned along the way. They didn't have every piece of the puzzle figured out from the beginning. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions to create their breakthrough moment. Instead, they embraced imperfection and used it as fuel to grow. The truth is, every step forward, every move you make toward your goal will teach you something new. Waiting for the perfect conditions is just another way of avoiding action. And by doing so, you're robbing yourself of the opportunity to learn and improve. Waiting for perfection can often be a form of procrastination, a way to avoid the fear of failure. People think that if they don't get everything right, if they don't meet certain standards, they will be judged or criticized. So they delay. They tell themselves they'll start tomorrow or next week when things are better. But the reality is, the longer you wait for perfection, the further away you get from your goals. You may feel safe staying in your comfort zone, but nothing ever happens there. Nothing grows. Nothing changes. The opportunities you've been waiting for will pass you by while you're still trying to make everything perfect. It's not about getting it right the first time. It's about taking the first step, no matter how imperfect that step may seem. In fact, imperfection is often the most valuable teacher. When you make mistakes, when things don't go according to plan, you learn. You learn how to pivot, how to adjust, how to do better next time. You learn how to overcome obstacles and how to grow stronger from the experience. Success is rarely a straight path. It's filled with twists, turns, setbacks, and surprises. But it's in those moments of imperfection, those moments when things don't go as expected, that you'll find the greatest lessons. If you wait for everything to be perfect, you'll miss the opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. The idea that everything has to be perfect before you can take action is limiting and unrealistic. In reality, the world moves fast, and opportunities won't wait for you to reach some ideal state of readiness. They come when they come, and the question is, are you prepared to seize them, even if everything isn't perfect? If you spend all your time perfecting every detail before you make a move, you'll miss the chance to act when the opportunity arises. Perfection doesn't guarantee success, it only keeps you stuck. It keeps you from moving forward and embracing the messiness of life, which is where true growth happens. Instead of striving for perfection, focus on progress. Look at where you are right now with all your imperfections and limitations and take the next step. Don't wait for the right moment. The right moment is the one you create by taking action. The more you wait for perfection, the more you allow fear, doubt, and indecision to control you. When you embrace imperfection, you free yourself from that paralysis. You stop waiting for everything to fall into place, and you start doing. You start creating. You start learning. It's important to understand that perfection is subjective. What you think is perfect may not be perfect to someone else. Perfection is a moving target, constantly changing. What you think you need to improve today may be exactly what someone else values. So why waste time chasing something that's always out of reach? Instead, focus on doing your best with what you have right now. Your best today might look different from your best a year from now, but that's part of the process. The key is not to let perfection stop you from taking action. Instead of waiting for everything to be just right, embrace what you have and move forward with confidence. At the end of the day, the opportunities that are right for you won't wait for perfection, they'll wait for you to take action. Perfection isn't required to succeed, but persistence, action, and the willingness to learn are. The world needs you to act now, with everything you have in this moment. The opportunity is already here, and it's up to you to grab it, imperfections and all. Every imperfect step you take brings you closer to where you want to be. So stop waiting for perfection and start moving. Opportunities don't wait for you to feel fully prepared or confident. In fact, many of the greatest opportunities arrive when you're not ready, when you're unsure of your abilities or unsure of what lies ahead. That's the beauty of life. The moments that change everything often come without warning and challenge you to step outside of your comfort zone. But the real secret to success is that it's not about waiting until you feel completely ready. It's about taking action despite your doubts and fears. Confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you build through action. The idea that you need to be perfectly prepared before you take action is one of the biggest misconceptions that hold people back. In truth, no one ever feels entirely ready. When an opportunity knocks, it's often a bit daunting, a little overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. You might wonder, do I really have what it takes? Am I good enough for this? But if you keep waiting for those feelings of complete readiness or confidence, you'll find that the opportunities pass you by. The truth is, you gain confidence only by taking action, by stepping into the unknown and doing what you thought you couldn't do. Confidence isn't a prerequisite for success, it's a result of taking risks, facing challenges, and learning through experience. The world doesn't wait for perfect circumstances, and neither should you. There will always be reasons to hold back: fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of looking foolish. But those who achieve success are the ones who push through those fears and take that first step anyway. They don't wait for the perfect moment to come along. They don't wait for the right time or for everything to be aligned. They simply act and trust that the journey will unfold as they move forward. Taking action in the face of uncertainty builds the kind of confidence that only comes through doing, not by waiting or by overthinking. It's in the doing that you learn and grow, and that's when you realize you were ready all along. The most successful people in the world weren't immune to self-doubt or fear. They felt it, just like anyone else. The difference is they didn't let it stop them. They didn't wait until they had all the answers or until they had all the skills. They took the opportunities that came their way, even when they weren't entirely prepared, and they learned as they went. It's easy to get stuck in the trap of perfectionism, or to feel like you need to be completely ready for every new challenge. But if you take that mindset, you'll miss out on opportunities that could change your life. The truth is, you don't need to know everything to start, you just need the willingness to begin. The world is constantly changing, and so are the opportunities that come with it. No matter how well you plan, there's always an element of unpredictability. The key to success is learning how to embrace that uncertainty and take action, despite not knowing exactly what the outcome will be. Waiting until everything is perfect is a way of avoiding the discomfort of not having control over the situation. But in reality, control is often an illusion. Life will never be perfect, and you will never be completely ready for what comes next. The only way to grow is by diving in, making mistakes, and learning from them. The willingness to act, even in the face of uncertainty, opens the door to so many opportunities. There's no perfect moment to launch a business, make a career change, or pursue a dream. The perfect moment is created by your willingness to take that first step, to make that decision, and to move forward, even when you're unsure of how things will unfold. Each step you take builds your confidence and proves to you that you are capable. As you face challenges, as you work through obstacles, and as you continue on your journey, you'll gain the skills and the experiences that will make you even more capable than you were before. Opportunities don't wait for you to have everything figured out. They don't care whether you feel ready or not. The world rewards those who act, who take risks, who are willing to move forward, even when they're not sure of the outcome. Confidence is a byproduct of action. If you're waiting for a time when you feel 100% prepared or 100% confident, you'll never take that first step. The time to act is now, and the confidence you seek will come with each step you take. The journey to success doesn't start when you feel ready. It starts when you decide to take the leap, even with the uncertainty, even with the fear. So don't wait for the world to hand you confidence. Take action, and confidence will follow. Opportunities don't wait for you to be in the perfect place or have everything figured out. The path to success is rarely a straight line, and most of the time, it's not about being in the perfect position at the right time. It's about being willing to act, even when the circumstances aren't ideal. If you wait for everything to align before you make a move, you'll spend your life standing still. The truth is, there will never be a perfect moment to take action. Opportunities come when they come, and it's up to you to take advantage of them, regardless of where you are in your journey. Waiting for the perfect time often leads to missed opportunities because life doesn't follow a predictable pattern. The idea of waiting for the perfect moment to start something, whether it's a business, a career change, or a personal project, is an illusion. No matter how much you plan, no matter how much you prepare, the future is uncertain, and there's no way to predict when the right time will come. The longer you wait, the more likely it is that the opportunity will slip away, and the more you risk falling into a pattern of procrastination. Waiting for things to be perfect isn't just about avoiding mistakes, it's about avoiding growth. When you act despite imperfect circumstances, you're putting yourself in a position to learn, to grow, and to take advantage of opportunities that might not have been apparent before. When you're in the early stages of any new venture, it can be intimidating because you don't know everything you need to know, and you might feel like you're missing something, but that's the point. Everyone starts from somewhere, and the perfect moment only comes after you've taken that first step. If you wait for everything to fall into place, you'll miss the chance to figure things out along the way. The perfect time rarely exists because success doesn't require perfection, it requires action. It requires moving forward, regardless of whether you have all the answers. The more you wait, the more you let self-doubt and fear of failure control you. In reality, each moment that passes without taking action is a missed opportunity, and each step you take, even in uncertainty, brings you closer to success. There's a danger in thinking that you need to have everything mapped out before you start. Perfection doesn't exist in the real world. What you think is the perfect situation may not even be the best one for you. Sometimes what seems like an imperfect opportunity turns out to be the best one for your growth, your future, and your success. Taking action before you feel ready often forces you to be resourceful, to adapt, and to figure things out as you go. That's where growth happens, not in the perfect moments, but in the messy, unpredictable moments where you push yourself beyond your comfort zone. In every stage of life, whether you're just starting out or you're looking to make a change, there's always room for growth. The opportunities that come your way aren't always going to be perfectly packaged or neatly presented. Sometimes the best opportunities come disguised as challenges or obstacles, and they require you to take action in the face of uncertainty. Success is built on the ability to recognize these moments, to see them as opportunities for growth, and to act even when things aren't perfect. The key is not to wait for the perfect situation, but to create your own opportunities by taking action, no matter where you are or what you've accomplished so far. It's easy to tell yourself that you'll wait until you're in a better position to start. But by waiting for everything to fall into place, you might end up putting off your goals indefinitely. The time to act is now. Every step you take is a step closer to where you want to be. The best opportunities often come when you least expect them, and they don't wait for you to be perfectly prepared. They wait for you to take the initiative to step forward and embrace the challenge. It's in those moments of uncertainty and imperfection that you find the real potential for growth, innovation, and success. The perfect moment doesn't exist. What does exist is the opportunity to act right now. Waiting for perfect circumstances is just another form of procrastination. Instead of waiting for everything to be perfect, take the first step with what you have and where you are. The journey will unfold as you move forward, and in time, you'll realize that there's no such thing as perfect, there's only progress. The opportunities that will change your life are already here, and it's up to you to grab them, regardless of the situation. The moment to act is now, and the more you wait, the more you risk missing out on the success that is waiting for you. In the end, the most powerful truth about opportunities is that they don't wait. They don't wait for you to be fully prepared, perfectly positioned, or confident. They come when they come, and the only way to seize them is by taking action. Whether you're young or old, experienced or just starting, waiting for the perfect moment is a trap that only holds you back. The world rewards those who act, who step forward despite their doubts, who embrace imperfection and use it as a tool for growth. Opportunities will never wait for you to be ready, they will wait for you to act. So don't hesitate, don't wait for the right time, because the right time is now. The moment to take action is now, and every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the success you desire. Embrace the uncertainty, take the leap, and make your move. Opportunities are already knocking, and they are waiting for you to open the door. Thank you.